How's it going, guys? It's your boy Lieutenant Dan here with another Falcons film breakdown. Today we're going to be breaking down film of the Falcons versus the Denver Broncos and keying in on one particular player, John Cominsky, defensive end out of Charleston. The Falcons picked up, I believe, in the 4th or 5th round. John's going to be wearing number 50, and I'm going to go ahead and preface this video by saying this is a learning and teaching video. Basically, the whole setup of this video is going to be focused on rewinding, fast forwarding, keying players, really seeing how they react to certain plays. And we're going to do about 3 or 4 plays in total, maybe about 10 minutes or a little bit more, and try to key in on what they did right, what they did wrong, what they've done to improve, and what they can improve on. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to this first play. The first play is going to be John Cominsky coming off the left-hand side of the screen. He's going to shift through the traffic here. So sift through that and then get to the running back and hit him for a minimal gain. So you're going to see John at the top of the screen. He begins to shift through this traffic and then comes in and makes the hit. But if you look at it again, Cominsky at the top of the screen goes through the traffic, finds the running back, makes the hit. I want to clarify that a lot of defensive ends, a lot of defensive tackles will sometimes get themselves lost in the shuffle of a play and are not able to pick out the running back, the quarterback, the tight end, wide receiver, so on and so forth. And in this particular instance, crashing down, Cominsky was able to see that, recognize where the play was going, make sure there wasn't any space that needed to be eaten up, and then directly at the running back and knock him down for actually what looks to be a loss on the play. So good job by Cominsky. Let's go on to the next play and kind of take a look at that. On this particular play here, it's more of I mentally react to the play that happens and then kick in the physical traits once I know this guy's going from point A to point B. And John Cominsky does a very good job, left-hand side, top of the screen, is going to do an amazing job of going, okay, I committed to this particular part. I saw where the ball is going. I know where point B is going to be. Like, I know where this guy is going to be with this ball. If I turn around quickly and I engage my physical abilities, I'm going to get to that guy and I'm going to get him either a full-on tackle or get him by the shoestrings. And on this particular play, that's exactly what happens. Cominsky, top of the screen, comes in, recognizes that screen, turns right around, boom, gets that tackle in the back. Let's look at that one more time. Sees this play right off the top. He sees the ball go over his head. He goes, okay, I got this. Okay, I know that now I need to flip my body around, flip those hips, get back down the field. But I know that if this guy, because I saw him out of the corner of my eye already anyway, if this guy's over on my left-hand side, I need to make a beeline on an angle down the field, and I will catch up with him. And that's exactly what happens. Right over the head, recognizes where he is, boom, gets the tackle. And it's this kind of stuff right here that while Cominsky's not a super athlete, Cominsky is knowledgeable of the game. He understands where point A to point B is. And this is going to serve him well going forward. As a player to get more reps, potentially crack the starting roster, and potentially start more in those space sets, maybe even in those nickel sets. But we'll see. Let's get on to the next play. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is not just the good plays. This is also the bad plays. There are some things that John Cominsky is going to have to learn a little bit about and trust that guys are going to be able to come, block certain assignments, or he doesn't have to do it all on his own. He's not back at Charleston. Again, not saying that Charleston wasn't doing well, along with Cominsky, but I'm saying that you're part of a unit now. And because of that, you've got to trust in other guys being able to do their jobs. And this is where a little bit of that mental nature that Cominsky has, some of that really great mental processing, can also backfire on him. Where we have John Cominsky here on the left-hand side. He's going to engage, go inside. The running back's going to go back outside. and they're going to have to chase this play down. But if we look at this play one more time, we see that there's a flaw in this particular play. Cominsky does a great job of standing up at this particular point in the play, and he recognizes where the running back is in the backfield. But when he actually makes his dip inside, he doesn't understand that there's also a linebacker and or safety coming down to take on that assignment, and that he needs to stick to that outside edge to be able to close off that outside edge instead of jump inside trying to make a play, or oh no, this assignment, I need to jump in here. If he trusts the guys with him, then this running back's going to have to jump outside anyway. That'll be blocked right at the center, and they won't be able to go up the middle to be able to get yardage. He'll have to bounce back outside anyway to go and get yardage. So because of that, he was already going to bounce outside. Cominsky overcommits to the inside, and because of that, leaves this completely wide open. Had he stayed to the outside, he would have bottled that play up. The running back would have had to make extra moves, and other teammates would have been able to come in and support that play. But that's just one instance of just trusting your teammates to do what they need to do so that you can do your job effectively. Let's go into the next play. I absolutely love this play here where Cominsky comes off the left tackle, left guard, and they are having a guard pull over to Cominsky's side. Cominsky throws an arm up, just flashes that arm up very quickly to get his block out of the way, and then shoots and darts into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Let's just run this play twice. I want to show you. Boom, right off the top, bam, hits him in the backfield. I mean, you can't get any more clinical than that. I mean, honestly. Let's look at it again. Top of the screen, swipe, hand up over the top. 68 misses his block. Boom, Cominsky in the backfield makes the hit. It's honestly that simple, that if you just use proper technique, slap out of the way, eyes in the backfield, know exactly where you're attacking, every single time you can make plays just like that one right there. Let's get to the next play. Honestly, things never work out like this for me. Ever. It's never that a player makes a big time play on one play, or makes something that leads up to a big time play, and you have those plays back to back. It's never like that for me. But on this particular instance, it's just like that for me. Cominsky, left-hand side, right over the left guard. I'm going to call that a 3-tech, maybe even 4-eye. Hand up on the left. Going to get a quick pounce on this, push inside. Quarterback, I can't believe I just paused it where I needed to pause it. Look where the quarterback's looking. He sees on the left-hand side everything's taken up, but he also looks over at Cominsky's like, oh shit, so I gotta get the heck out of Dodge, and then dies. But that's the lead up, and we're gonna look at this one more time. That's the lead up right there, where Cominsky gets a push, gets through, gets into the pocket, and makes a quarterback scramble. Quarterback almost dies. But that's the lead up to Cominsky getting a sack, where Cominsky is now playing 3-tech again, or 4-eye. He gets a double team here. Boom. Center and guard, 64-77. Both of them getting hands on Cominsky. One-on-one with 79. One-on-ones with 62, and I believe that's our 79. Locke starts to scramble. Freaking out. And there's Cominsky with a dirty spin move back to the other side, and boom, gets the sack. And rightfully so, celebrates. But let's look at it again. Just full speed. Bam, double team. Whoop, spin move. Bam, gets him in the backfield. I mean, man, if you just know how to contain, you don't have to be a super athlete. If you just know how to pull off solid technique, you're a powerful athlete, you have strength in your level of play, and honestly, when other pressure is created through the rest of the team, big things can happen. You can clean that up. And there is John Cominsky cleaning it up. And that's just beautiful, man. Now, there were a couple other plays that I could have shown in this video, but I think the lead up to every single one of these plays has been Cominsky makes a little tiny play. Cominsky has a little bit of pressure here, and then boom, a sack. Cominsky's helping out on special teams, and then boom, something happens, and he picks up a fumble. Cominsky has a nice little block, and then turns it into a tackle for loss. That has been everything that John has done up to this point, and it's just so exciting to watch. It just is, man. It's so exciting to watch, and I can't wait to see more and more, because right after this is where Cominsky's play fell off for the rest of the game. He got a couple more reps, but nothing really to note. Had a couple of nice plays with teammates, bottling some things up, but was really doing more special teams work than anything, getting acclimated to that workout, to that regimen, to that style of on-the-field play where he has to come in. And honestly, his special teams work was amazing too. But that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Rise up and stay grounded. Make sure that you hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Notification bell will notify you of all new content. Make sure you hit that like button. Go into the comments section. Tell me what you're excited about with John Cominsky. What have you seen from this tape? Or is there something that I missed in this tape, maybe that I should, point out or do some more stuff for it? But anyway, rise up and stay grounded. You guys have a wonderful day, and this was our Falcons film breakdown of John Cominsky in his first ever preseason game with the Atlanta Falcons.